Hello, we are back again. Turns out my first vlog wasn't too terrible, so I'm actually gonna make another one. Ta-da! I can't lie to you people. This is lemonade. It's not tea or coffee. Sorry. It's freaking hot outside right now, okay? There's no way I'm gonna sit here in a closed off garage with a steaming cup of Joe. There's no way. No way, Jose. This summer has been my summer of self-lovingment. I've really just spent the summer being in tune with myself and what I love and what I don't love and what makes me feel good, what makes me doesn't feel good, what makes me not feel good. I really just sat back and observed myself rather than judging myself. It's actually been very beneficial. Like, the thing about your 20s is that you're finally figuring out what the bleep you are. Not who you are, what you are. I don't know what that means. You're finally figuring it out. You spent all of your teenage years going through weird phases. So your 20s is really like you're past all the teenage awkward stuff and you're finally learning who you are, and that's like the coolest thing. Like, I still don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know who I am. I really don't. I promise. Like, you might look at this video and be like, she's got her life together. She's got it in the bag. Turns out I don't even have a bag. I lost my bag. Or at least I have a bag, but I use it for like groceries, but I should really be using it for like talents and gifts and okay, so that analogy didn't work, but you get what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so around this age is like when you're supposed to really discover who you are, and that's the good stuff and the bad stuff. Awesome. There's never all good and there's never all bad. There's always a nice little cute little yin and yang balancey balance going on. For example, in case you want to know, some stuff I've noticed about myself. I realized over the past couple months especially that when a conflict is in my life or when like something is happening that does not go according to my little plan that I made up in my head, I will shut down. And I'll be like, that's not worth it, bye. Instead of like working for it to work, my instinct is to be like, see, peace out. It's all good. I don't have time for this. If you don't work within the first like second, we're done. We're done. It's a good thing that I don't actually act upon those instincts most of the time, because if I did, I probably wouldn't have all the people, all the wonderful, wonderful people that I have in my life. There would have been a day, maybe like a month into our friendship, relationship, whatever, where I'd be like, you're kind of like boring, so bye. I do get bored of people often, but I always give them other chances, and then it turns out fine. It's just like I was in a mood. That's what usually happens when I'm bored with somebody. So that's like a thing that I've definitely noticed and I'm definitely working on. Also, I've been working on being less judgmental of myself, because I am very hard on myself. I always have been. Don't know where that comes from. Maybe middle child syndrome? I have no idea. That's like the perfect thing to blame things on, by the way. If you're a middle child and you bite your nails, blame it on middle child syndrome. If you're insecure, blame it on middle child syndrome. If you always seek attention from people, blame it on middle child syndrome. If you have a lot of alcoholic problems, don't do that. Get help. So for sure, if I had to give some advice, I would say take some time and really figure yourself out. The thing about this age is you're finally getting past teendom and you're turning into an adult, which is awesome. I think you shouldn't spend a lot of time consciously figuring out who you are. It's nice to have some reflection periods every now and then, like maybe twice a week before you go to bed. Just kind of like sit and maybe write about like, here's where I am at in life. This is what I did today. This is how I feel about this, blah, blah, blah. Really be like focused on trying to figure out certain stuff. But at the same time, you should also just live life and not worry about how you're gonna turn up, because it turns out if you follow a good path, and by good path I mean like you're honest, you're a good person, you're nice to people, and you don't take things so seriously. If you really work at being the best person you can be, then you'll turn out okay. You don't have to think about it. You don't really have to like draw out diagrams, be like, oh frick, if I do this, if I do that, then I'm gonna turn out wrong. And then you'll start going into a spiral of overanalyzing. You'll be like, oh my god, this person told me my mouth looks weird when I talk. Oh my god. Well, I gotta like fix that crap, because if I don't, I'm gonna turn out to be this weirdo. No one's gonna like me, and that means I'm not gonna get a job, and then that means I'm not gonna make a living. Then that means that I'm not gonna find a husband, and then that means that I'm gonna die alone, and I'm gonna have a million cats who probably also think that my mouth looks weird when I talk, but they only are friends with me out of sympathy. No. Don't worry about that. If it's really a big deal, and you personally think that your mouth looks weird when you talk, if you wanna fix that, then do it. Don't turn it into this huge thing. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I do that all the time. I just really hope maybe there's a couple of you who watch this video who also feel that same way, like who take the littlest things that someone says about you and like blows it up because you're so hard on yourself and you want to be liked so much that any flaw that you have needs to be eliminated right now. There's one thing to be like concerned with being the best person you can be. Another thing is being concerned with self-improvement to please other people. It's always good to be liked. It's always good, you know, to have people on your side, members of your tribe. I think it's better to be hard on yourself for the good things, the things that will benefit you versus the things that make other people happy. That doesn't really make you happy. And I guess that all boils down to being honest with yourself and really being in tune with what you love and what you don't. And then in the end, you'll be like awesome and you don't have to worry about it. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. I am still working. This is a work in progress, this whole like vlogging thing. I really hope I'll get better at it. This is the whole part of the self-improvement thing I was talking about. Connections! I want to get better at talking in general, like telling stories, giving advice, whatever. And I feel like vlogging will really help me with that. That's why I'm doing this. So thanks for watching. Thanks for always tuning in. And if you're not always tuning in, thanks for just tuning in this one time. Appreciate it. Okay, bye. Cheers. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide has a step in the room. And I'm sick, so that's cool.